Yeah. So I was thinking just now, it's 5:12, 5:15 a.m. I just went through a night of work, like work and work. I was doing some work on SEO stuff and adverts. Then I had to go do some crypto stuff. I know I'm back on what I was doing, and I'm realizing the more I do SEO, search engine optimization, the more I think to myself, Google must be like a sophisticated car. Let's say a German car, all those fandangles, sensors and what have you. They're a German car in a world of bicycles. You know, most companies just riding around, getting from A to B. And then Google comes with all these complexities. Because I'm looking on it now, and I always knew, all right, there's Google AdSense that provides you, well, they show ads on your site, and you get paid. And then I knew they had something that they're tracking. I never knew what. And the other day I found out about uh, Tag Manager. But I had done some. Did I do reading? I don't remember if I did some reading, but I heard. No, it was a video. I got a video, and it was this dude saying about putting a script on your website. So I'm like, okay, I'm saving this thing. And I followed his instructions and I put the script on my site. And ended up just putting it on every page. And that was one site. I have two sites, but I was building a website for my company. So, I hadn't, well, I haven't finished the site, but I'm close to it and I'm doing some SEO stuff. And there's some stuff that I know should not be procrastinated. These types of things should not be procrastinated because they take a lot of concentration and they should never be delayed. So I'm configuring it, and I'm configuring Google AdSense. And then I see so many other entities. Like I'm seeing stuff here now. This is just under Google Analytics, Google AdSense links, Google Ads links, Ad Manager links, BigQuery links. Well, it's product links. It's just a subsection on under a section. Continuing BigQuery links, display and video 360 links, floodlight links, merchant center links, Google Play links, search ads 360. All right, let me finish. And Google Console links, right? I'm seeing all these different. Got a stiff neck. I've been just at this for hours. I'm seeing all these things. I had to configure two sites. The other one isn't even in there. You have to kind of, okay, Tag Manager, Google Analytics. It seems those are the two major headings which I had configured previously. But like there is just so much stuff here. I'm not a web developer specialist, but I have narrowed down the areas of IT that I work in. So I've always worked on websites, but there are different platforms, right? There are different applications that generate code, and what would I say? The industry has evolved, I will say. There was a time we used to use what's called front page, and we used hot metal, and there was a whole bunch of stuff. Some people build their sites through Google, some build it through some third party sites like I even remember some of them. There's so many, Yola and all those guys, you know, and each of them have their limitations. Now I've been building sites through WordPress, which, to be honest, all right, let me first say, in university they don't teach you most of this stuff. They just teach you like the basics, coding and debugging coding, and give you the exams, and it's based on how much you can remember. And to be honest, I don't like memorizing like stuff like that. So I do know the principles and all of that, but I won't be good at sitting down doing exams and all that stuff. So that's what they teach you, to go through code and debug. I'll tell you, in the real world, that's a waste of time. Your client will not wait 3 months for you to go through lines and lines of code. They want it done in a month, and they want it delivered. Right? So you're going to get something to generate that code. But the basics, the basics are important. But pushing you to pass exams to memorize stuff is horrible. But anyway, I built both my sites in WordPress. It's an extremely powerful tool, and I've been putting add-on plugins. And then I thought, well, right before I do my fine-tuning for my SEO stuff, which is going through each page and changing words and layouts and certain requirements that enhance the optimization of your site, let me configure these things. So I had started about 3 weeks ago. So there are certain verifications and stuff that went through for my company's site, and now fortunately, what I've done is tuck the both sites under my company's Gmail account, so I can manage them. And then I guess all my clients, I'll tuck theirs under there as well, which makes it much more manageable. Excuse me. So that's good. I'm kind of a stickler for organization. So I went through Google Analytics, configured that, did plugins about the sites. There were things that were being said that I needed to do, and I had to click on like information, read through the articles, understand how it's set up and all of that. And I'm like, damn, I do understand that Google is a mega sized company, but this is just one teensy weensy part of what they do, and there's so much stuff. And I'm thinking, I know it wasn't done overnight, but it has me thinking Google was a player in the industry when I was in high school, like close to finishing high school, I guess. Yeah. And since then, I know it has grown. It has taken over. It could have acquired Yahoo, and it ended up just blowing them out the water because they didn't want to sell. But so I know they've gone through a lot, and they've grown so much they could actually buy Yahoo. But it just has me thinking, like, I just feel like I've been wasting all these years. Like, I know I can't look at a company's accomplishment and think, okay, me as an individual, I've not accomplished a lot, but to have gotten to this level. Interesting thing is, the two Larrys that own Google, they don't have to be like masters of all these areas. They just need to hire people who can do it. But to have led an organization that do these, what can I say, pioneering things, I guess, because as much as Microsoft, one of their big competitors, has so many divisions and sub companies, but because it's a group of companies, but oh, and by the way, in case you guys didn't know, Google is not the parent company. It's what's it called? Alphabet, ABC, Alphabet, something like that. I don't remember, but um, and in case you guys didn't know, there was a very popular YouTuber, like millions of followers, and he made a video kind of bashing certain big companies, and one of them was Google, but he was smart. He couldn't directly bash them, so he bashed the parent company, which is the Alphabet, whatever their name is. Don't remember. You guys can Google it, right? But like and we know Microsoft specializes in like a lot of software that's offline. Now they're doing a lot of online last few years, but I mean, Google so dominates the online space. They dominate adverts that I'm like, wow. I know there are a lot of components, but just me configuring for 2 sites and going through all of this, you know, last 7 days, what's this? Oh, I haven't really gotten many users. Well, I'm just working on this site. Oof, but wow, I mean, well, at least it's configured, but I've gone through so many settings. Analytic conversions have been renamed. Events. Oh, this is just an update. Okay. Right. I've gone through so much, and I mean, I had to done privacy messages for both sites, and customize them. I had to do it for the European region, for the Americas. There was no option to do for Brazil, but like I did all of that and did through. It's not when people say SEO, they're not just talking about a few clicks. Okay. In fact, interestingly enough, link with SiteKit. Oh yeah, and then this thing called Google SiteKit, which I never heard of until like 2 days ago or 3 days. I think 2 days ago. Enable auto updates. Yeah, I really don't want to go in, and in fact, you know what? Where is that? Is for that site? Damn. And like it's anything I do for one site, I have to do for the other because I keep thinking, I don't want to fall short of anything. I want to ensure that I get this thing correct. Enable auto updates. Where can I enable auto updates? And the funny thing is, see all the services. Your other like there's like so much. Oh bloody hell! I thought I had configured this. Conversion ID. What the hell? Oh man. Alright, let me go to the dashboard because this is just kind of like there is just so much to cover. Like when I thought I was done or close to being done, and then because I'm doing it for 2 sites, it's like I wonder if I could do it in no, you can't. Oh bloody hell. But it is so much work. This is a lot of freaking work. Because you could have your web developer. Which one is this for? You could have your developer build you a site, Google Ads as opposed to Google AdSense. Now I have to be putting two sites side by side. Like, this is crazy. All right, let's see. It is, you know what, let me refresh this thing, because they're both being managed by one account. Google Search Console, Google AdSense, Google Ads. Oh, I think one of them is going to be short because the oh boy, there are so many what would you call, like, you have to seek approval in so many ways that it's crazy. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of concentration. I guess that's why people who isn't ready to show ads as yet. Okay, so I'm going to leave AdSense then. Review now. Oh no. Sites. It's a lot of freaking work, man. Now the thing that I had, let me go back because this is kind of losing me. The thing that I had to do last, I still haven't done it, which is copying some information and pasting it in a what do you call that now, into a text file, and creating a file that I'm going to embed in my each of the sites. And finding that information has been giving me some trouble. But here's the funny thing, what I've been doing a lot is talking to AI and asking for information. What do you recommend for this? What exactly is this? You know? So let's see. Alright, no, I'm not going to do that. One has been working for the last 28 days, and one has been working for the last day. Man, it's a lot of work. What? Speed page speed insights. This is a lot of work. But I guess that's why people get paid the big bucks. Now I'm doing it for myself. Doing it for myself and perfecting my craft. Congratulations, connected all their services. Good. Tracking conversion for your existing. Okay, this is a new one. Yes, this is a new one. Enable consent. This is installed. That is installed as well. Install consent management plugin. You'll need a plugin compatible with. Oh, bloody hell! There's more. Damn. This is crazy. But here's the beauty of it. These things will make your site findable, like organically findable, and then they will make you make money. Yeah, I was working on it and they're like $100 per month. $100 isn't a lot. However, if you do get lots of hits, then you'll make some money. So yeah. So I'm just basically going through and giving the approvals and so on and so forth. So everything is configured and good to go. And then I'm going to have to read through some of these things, ensure I've done the correct thing, Because remember, you don't get taught these things in school, so you have to just figure it out. That's what I've been doing, figuring it out. You know, just reading, learning, figuring it out. And day is breaking, and I still have not slept. So, going to do these last touches. And then the good thing is with this is you can do analytics. And know what your traffic is like and have some idea on how to push traffic. Yeah, it is a little bit exciting, I will say, and in many ways challenging as well. But I like to learn, and it's beautiful when you can learn stuff and apply it to life. Like, I don't even do like most people know, who they sit down and when they watch like CSI and NCIS and all that knowledge goes to no use unless you're going to be a forensic specialist or a detective. Then it's useless in life. And this stuff is usable in so many ways. In fact, right now I'm thinking about even a newsletter I have. I'm thinking how I can drive traffic to that. So lots of possibilities there, lots of possibilities. So I will be, in fact, that's something I don't even want to touch on that now, because that's more work, but I'm going to go through, get better at this, and pretty much done here. But there are so many more possibilities learning these things, because I'm doing it for 2 sites plus the, what could you say, like a control dashboard for all of that. Yeah, so pretty good. I'm just thinking now I can do this for all my clients. In fact, I can do this for potential clients, and then when it drives revenue, they'll take me on. You have to think positive. So yeah, this site is gathering because I just configured it just a few hours ago. Yeah, so crazy, lots and lots of work, but pretty exciting as well. So gotta go do the rest. Bye.